Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, and all those of you listening in Radio Land. I am CJ, and this is Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. We are broadcasting from Main Street Cities in the beautiful and historic St. Patrick. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad on you.
Good, thank you.
Yes, and good morning to the nation. This morning, Lord, we give you thanks, we give you praise. Father, we glorify your name because your name is worthy to be praised. Without you, we cannot live. Without you, we cannot do anything of our own. We daily depend on you to do our body good. We thank you for health, for strength, for life, for mercy. Father, this morning, blessed Lord, I stretch my hand to thee. No other help I know but you, and if thou should dry yourself from me, this our Lord, where thou shall we go? Father, this morning, blessed Lord, look down upon us with pity and compassion. Father, dry you cut in and give your children a peep down. Prop us on every bend inside. Do for us, Lord, what we cannot do for ourselves. My God and my King, this our blessed Lord. What could I tell you about your country? What could I tell you about your children, this our Lord? The school children I bring before you this morning, Lord. Pass by every schoolhouse, this our Lord. Father, look over each and every one of them. Father, guide them and protect them. Educate them for yourself. Bless them if thou be so pleased. And to have mercy upon them, this our blessed Lord. Father God, I bring the nation before you, this our Lord. But I remember Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of this state president. But even the whole world is in your hand. Look over all your children, Mr. Walla, the Prime Minister I bring before you. Father God, you know that son better than I do. You know him by name and you know him by number. Father, you are acquainted to him, this our blessed Lord. Father, look over him, take him in charge, guide and protect, Lord. Father, I remember in ministers, each and every one of them, both male and female, they are in your hand. Teach them what to do and what to say. Keep them on praying ground and even on watchful Thomas. This morning, the opposition party I bring before you. Remember that son, if thou be so pleased, Dr. Kid by name and by number. Father, you know what he's going through, but I know you is there. Father, dry you cut in and give him a peep down, prop down on him, every bend inside, and have mercy on him. Strengthen him, Lord. Where he weak, make him strong, and where he's strong, make him stronger. Remember, in ministers, I bring each and every one of them before you, this our Lord. Father God, remember your nation. Remember the entire force, I bring them before you this morning. Pass by our police station, those on duty, those out of duty, this our Lord. I bring each and every one before you. Pass by the SSU. Father God, there is time the road is rough for them. There is time the road is tough for them. But with you, Jesus, I know they could make it, Lord. Pass by every camp. Remember, both male and female, each and every one, this our Lord. Father God, remember the sick and afflicted one, those that cannot help themselves, those on the hospital bed. Father, I know you is good and you is kind, you is merciful unto them. Father, remember them in the days of mercy, those in childbirth I bring before you. I'm asking you to save deliverance for each and every one. Those preparing themselves for the apparition table, asking for safe arrival for each and every one of them. Remember them. Father, the nurses, the doctors, the security. I bring all the workers before you this morning. Father, I bring all workers here and everywhere before you this our Lord. Father God, grant them strength, grant them patience. Father, victory is theirs, this our Lord. You know, some do have nothing to eat. You know, some up, some down, some almost to the ground. But, oh, merciful Savior, I know you is good and you is kind towards your children. Remember the boss is the driver. Remember the boat on the ocean, Father. Remember the plane in the air. Not forgetting the coast guard on the sea water, Lord. The fishermen I bring before you, Father God. Take them in charge if thou be so pleased. Remember that I bring before you this morning, thanking you this morning for health and for strength, for thanking you for endurance, for the breath into body, Lord. I thanking you for her. Remember this morning, Lord, we serve her, Mr. Andre Locate. Look down upon that son with pity and compassion. Jah, you cut him and give him a pick down. Prop him on any bending side. Do for him what he cannot do for himself. This our blessed Lord. Father, strengthen him, Lord. Provide for him if thou be so pleased. Remember all the stuff I bring before you, each and every one of them. Both male and female, those traveling in bus after traveling, mercy for them. My God and my King, remember them, this our blessed Lord. Father, not forgetting the outspring of the body, I bring them before you. Wheresoever they locate, all those who are they dwelling with. Remember them this morning, blessed Lord. Pass by Miss Matters, and I bring her before you this hour, Lord. Remember Miss Jacob, this hour, Master. Father God, remember Miss Job. Pass by Hamity this morning, blessed Lord. Remember my friend this morning, blessed Lord. For each and every one of them, I cannot name them one by one. But you are acquainted to all your children because you had breathed the breath unto life unto them this hour, Lord. My God and my King, my neighbors this hour, Lord. My surrounding I bring before you. Remember those that lost their loved one. Father, in a time like today, Lord, strengthen each and every one. Give them the faith and the courage, my God and my King. Have mercy this morning. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in the green pasture. He leadeth me beside still water, restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley, through the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art me, thy rod and thy staff to comfort me. Thou prepare me table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointest me down my cup and over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord.
Amen. How are you doing? How was your weekend?
I can't complain. It was good, and yours?
Mine was really good too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you are too good because we are alive.
Of course, once we're breathing, we're okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And Daddy okay?
Yes, you okay for the time, but he still lie down. He don't get up yet.
Oh, okay. So where you going today?
Me good both bearing today at the funeral.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there are a few funerals coming up this weekend, you know. This week, sorry. Yeah.
Yes, we have, after the one today, we have one Wednesday, and I don't know when again. We have to bury, but they don't arrange it.
I know. All right, then. Have yourself a great day and
All
talk to you
right,
soon.
same to
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Pleasant week.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye. And there we had Carol saying her prayer and saying good morning to each and every one of you. Let's see. As you know, it is not my normal day to be on air, but I am here because Andrew Donald has decided to take off. So it is Free Monday today. You can call and discuss things that may affect you and so, but just know I don't do the politics thing, so I wouldn't be able to answer any political question that you ask. But anything else, hit me. If I don't know it, I'll look it up and then we'll chat about it. So it is 7 minutes after 7. We're waiting for drumsticks, and after that, we'll do a commercial break and go to the Morris Bishop International Airport to see what we have in store weather-wise, because it is raining like crazy, and then the sun comes out and it's like hot than July. Let me go back and take a commercial break, and we shall be right back.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, or Grandin sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed. M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence. Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso. One stage. One show. Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits. Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
Where you go? What you say? Where you talking? Where you go? Where you go? What you say? Where you talking?
It is 7:10 inside the studios of Real FM, and I guess the rest of the Eastern Caribbean and North America. Next month, on the 5th of November, we are going back to daylight saving time. So that means we are going to be 1 hour ahead of North America and other places in the world. I really and truly don't know why they do that, because it messes up everybody's sleep and all kinds of things going on in it. But again, daylight saving time. So enjoy it while we can. We're in the same time zone with North America right now, except Jamaica, which is 1 hour behind. So on the 5th of November, we will be 1 hour ahead of Canada, the US, and other places that is doing daylight saving time. I'm waiting for a drumstick this morning to call in anytime she feels like. It is 7:11. It is the month. October is celebrated as the month of the elderly and the child. And as we go around, we see the children are wearing the red T-shirts saying every child matters. Tomorrow it's mental health. And I'm going to have someone speaking to us, for a teacher from a school is going to talk to us tomorrow about the child and what the child month means and everything like that. So stay tuned tomorrow for mental health. We're going to have someone talking about child month. And later down in the month, I think the next Tuesday, which should be the 17th, I'll have two people talking on the elderly, on mental health. And a lot of things are going on with the elderly that we need to pay attention to. But it is Real Expression Monday. It is a free Monday, as I say. You can call and talk about things that makes you tick, or whatever it is that floats your fancy. We can have a chat about it this morning. After the weather, I'll talk about something that happened to me last week. And I want to know if anybody else knows about that, or if it's legal, if it's illegal, or whatever it is. But while I'm with drumsticks, I'm going to take a commercial break.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including...
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and regional cricket tournaments. Additionally, they made it possible for you, the public, to view local, regional, and international tournaments from the comfort of your home. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes. When you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Grenlec extends a warm invitation to all community groups, nonprofits, and other eligible organizations in Grenada. Join us for an expert-led workshop series designed to help you unlock your project's potential while mastering persuasive proposal writing and fostering innovation. Choose your date. Workshops will be held on October 17th in St. Andrew and October 20th in St. George. Don't miss out. Register your interest today by calling 449-3630.
Now, this is the time of the morning when I say good morning to the people on the live. So I'll start off with McSween Belfon, good morning. Faithlyn Hallie Douglas, good morning, how are you? Haven't seen you for a bit. Teresa Joseph, Errol Bonaparte, Alban Harris, Claude Abraham, Deborah Laborde, Carl Belfon, Jerome Lewis, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Christine Otley. Now, these are the people that are on the live. So let me say good morning to Pat Kip James out there in Union Island. Pat Pear, good morning. Kathleen Ledlow, good morning. Kit Sylvan, good morning to you and how are you? Kenro, good morning again. Annette, good morning. Coffee in the morning, good morning to you and Mama. Miss Matheson, good morning. Andrew Donald, wherever you are, good morning. Jester Noel, good morning. Dexter Mitchell, good morning to you. The Glean family in Marley. Calist in Madays. The Dead family out there in Toronto. Lorna Bain, good morning. Susan Wildman, good morning. The Cashew Tree University staff and students, good morning. Good morning to the Swans and good morning to you, Miss Job. Pest out there in St. Vincent, good morning to you. Gillian Noel, good morning. Gemma Warwood, good morning. Natalia John, haven't seen you for a bit. Good morning to you. So these are the people that so far are on live and the people that I remember to say good morning to. Cynthia Alexis, good morning to you. The Fredericks are there in Plains, good morning to you also. Buddy, if you're listening, good morning. You know who you are. Good morning to the Nicholas man. Hope you had a great weekend. So it is 7:17. I think Jamsit hasn't called in as yet. So in the next couple of minutes, I'll go to the Maurice Bishop International Airport to see what we have weather-wise. In the meantime, just enjoy the merchant. Be careful.
Where you go, what you say, where you talk, where you go, what you say, where you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Loaded, both of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. when you're walking? What you say when you're talking? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
And good morning to you, Fimba, from the Morris Bishop International Airport. What do we have weather-wise this morning?
Well, to start, it's a fair morning with some haze across here, the southernmost part of the state, but which is the picture throughout most of the state. The winds are blowing from the east at 7 miles per hour. The pressure is lower than the mean, but rising at 1012.9 millibars. Present temperature 29 degrees, Orange 83%. Maximum temperature here within the last day went up to 31.6. Minimum last night 27.6. Please note all temperatures at all times are in degrees Celsius. In terms of rain here within the last day, there was no rain. Hence for the month so far, total stays at 20.6 millimeters. Now let's take a look at the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be mostly fair and hazy with a low chance of some light showers by late morning. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 32 degrees. Winds east, northeasterly to east southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Waves should get up to near 6 feet, hence seas will be slight to moderate. Tides are low now. It should be high this afternoon near 1:45. Sunset today, 5:52. Sunrise on Tuesday, 5:56. Just to recap the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime, the weather expected to be mostly fair and hazy, with just a low chance of some light showers by late morning. That's it from the matter office and from my friend.
Thank you, Fimba, and have yourself a great day.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. So, folks, this is what we have. Hazy morning with sunshine, and so there's no breaking the heaters yet. We just have to grin and bear it, as our grandparents normally say. Grin and bear what's going on. So it is 7:21. Drumsticks, where are you? Please call in. Let's take a commercial break here.
Them say cool energy and flow in now. Flow internet is the best. And that's just sign up, $1. Stay connected and drink to them. Pop up 7 every month a month. So I feel everything we want. Shine with flow, everything to them. But sick to us. Flow internet is the best. I got tell you I swear.
Flow Internet is the best. Sign up now for a chance to win a laptop with free service for 1 year. Add a new postpaid plan and get half off that bill every month. Plus, a TCL smartphone for only $149. And a chance to spin and win big with Flow.
Cool energy and flow, you know. Flow Internet is the best.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard industry and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, strength which speaks for itself, a taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
St. Patrick's Pharmacy,
St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Looking for a wide variety of prescription drugs and over-the-counter medication? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Feeling weak and want a boost? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy for all your vitamin and mineral supplements, essential oils such as lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and much more. Medicated soaps, antifungal, and antibacterial, all at affordable prices. Visit St. Patrick's Pharmacy today at its new location. Hey, yes, a new location on Lip Street, apartment number 4 at the Ford Building. We are open Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us today on 414-1954 or 442-0204. St. Patrick's Pharmacy, where quality medication costs less.
It's that time of the morning when I give you the menu for Velma's Restaurant and Bar. For breakfast this morning, we have fried bakes, saltfish, ground provision, and herbal tea to accompany that. For lunch, we had stewed chicken wings, coconut rice with okra, coleslaw, ground provision, and stew fish. Juice to accompany that lunch is golden apple juice. And for for dinner, we have burgers and fries. So breakfast again, fried bakes, saltfish, ground provision, accompanied with herbal tea. Lunch, stewed chicken wings, coconut rice with okra, coleslaw, ground provision, and stew fish. Golden apple juice to accompany that lunch. And for dinner, burgers and fries. Good morning to Miss Matheson. Hope all is well with you up there in Carriacou. Good morning to Evan Roberts, Michelle Alexander, and Kathleen Knights. Good morning to you guys. Good morning to Mona. How are you? I haven't heard you for a while, and I didn't want to not say good morning to you this morning because I know you'll be taking out my head sooner or later when Jester comes in tomorrow. So good morning to you, Mona. Hope all is well and hope that you had a good weekend and you're feeling A-okay.
She clothed, both up pray waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
It is 7:26, still waiting for drumsticks. Did you take the vacation or you took a plane and you take off? Call me, please. Sharma Jeremiah, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Lyndon George. Lenora George Buckmeyer, good morning to you. Well, I can remember to say good morning too. That comes on the lives, but they're a bit late this morning. Lyndon, I hope everything is A-okay with you. Good morning, Maudlin. How are you? Hope all is well and things are falling into place for you. Let's see. Who again can I say good morning to? Oh, there's a crew number 31 on 31st Street in NYC, the Big Apple. Good morning to Jay Wonder. How are you? Long time no chat. 107.9 Jay Wonder FM in the Big Apple.
You have to move with care in that jungle of care. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you move it, which direction you go in. You gotta be careful, careful. in your search.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed. M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or M&M@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
St. Patrick's Pharmacy. St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Looking for a wide variety of prescription drugs and over-the-counter medication? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Feeling weak and want a boost? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy for all your vitamin and mineral supplements, essential oils such as lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and much more. Medicated soaps, antifungal, and antibacterial, all at affordable prices. Visit St. Patrick's Pharmacy today at its new location. Hey, yes, a new location on Lib Street, apartment number 4 at the Ford Building. We are open Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us today on 414-1954 or 442-0204. St. Patrick's Pharmacy, where quality medication costs less.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Clothing, both of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful.
It is 7:32. I guess Drumsticks is missing in action this morning. Just remember here, the number to call is 442-0175. You can use that for landline and WhatsApp. Now, I did say that I wanted to bring out something that happened on Wednesday. And I'm not sure if this is a normal thing, but people help me out here. So Wednesday morning, I had to go to St. George very early. I had to take my sister to the eye clinic. And everyone that goes to the eye clinic know what time you have to get up from your bed to get there really, really early. So I took a bus from Plains to get to Grenville, and there was one bus that's going over the hill, packed as it is already almost, maybe one or two seats. So I got my sister on the bus, and I was about to go on, and the lady said to me, she was doing the door, and she said, go to the front. I said, okay. So I pulled the front door. It was locked. So I said to her, the door is locked. And she said, what do you mean locked? I said, oh, it's locked. So she said, oh, the driver is trying to talk to you. So I leaned and I said, yeah. He says, you cannot go to the front. The seat is already paid for. So I said, so what am I paying for? He said, excuse me. I said, excuse me. What am I paying for? Because the bus is filled. And somebody buy the 2 seats on the front of the bus. Fluffy, if you're listening, tell me if that is a regular practice or if it's legal or not. So my thing is, okay, she made space and I got on the bus, I squeezed myself in, get to St. George's. I took the name of the bus, but I'm not going to say who it is. But my thing is, if you're going to be going to St. George and have to get there at a certain time, let's say you have to get to work for 8 o'clock, and that is the only seat that's left on the bus, are you going to deny me getting on the bus because somebody paid for the two seats? And how do you pay for 2 seats on a bus anyway? And what do you charge for 2 seats on a bus that you're going to deny somebody a seat close to you? And I thought, well, when I keep looking and I'm like, is the person sick or she have problem with her legs or anything of that? Because she was sitting straight in front there. And my thing is, if you don't want to go close to the driver, you don't want to cozy up with the driver on the seat that's there, you can get on the bus, let me climb in there, and you have your seat that you want. So I thought that this bothered me like crazy. And I keep saying, has that happened to anybody? And everybody that I ask says, no, they've never heard of that or seen that or anything like that. So people call me and let me know if that is a thing, that you can pay for 2 seats in front of the bus so that nobody else could come sit close to you and deny somebody else a seat if the bus is almost filled and you have to get to work at 8.
The cleanliness in life is gone. It's only vice and corruption that's going on. Staying alive, trying to survive. That is how it is today. So I go along your way. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price. And they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Thank you for calling and waiting. Tell me what you have.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ayush. Yes. I heard that complaint, and I could tell you, well, from my experience, as a farmer conductor, it is a norm. Someone could sit in the front, but based on the condition, you know, like if that person is a sick person, like if the person have a bad leg or whatever, the person could say, okay, driver, they could make an arrangement with the driver, and they could tell the driver, okay, I am paying for that extra seat to my destiny, to the destination until the person drop, right? So therefore the person pay the driver, so the driver have no control over that anymore. So directly the driver could tell you, okay, the person is paying for that seat, so it is already occupied in the person's interest.
Okay.
I mean, if so, sometimes again, the person maybe see you, and so sometimes again, number one, I could say the person could make the arrangement before, or sometimes again the person could make the arrangement the same time just to be selfish. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, you don't know, but it is a norm because I used to work bus for a number of years, and it is a norm for the bosses to make that arrangement. But it's up to the bosses,
Up to the
at the same
driver.
time again, it be up to the driver. It could be like the driver could say yes or no. But most of the time, it do happen. It do happen.
So,
Yeah.
how much do you pay for the extra seat, though? If you don't mind me asking that
Well, you're
question.
paying okay based on the destination you're reaching,
Mm-hmm.
right? You pay based on the destination you're reaching. So it's like okay, for say like if you're reaching from Plains to Sotes
Mm-hmm.
and you want to take that extra seat, you give the bus driver $5. Yeah, because you're paying that extra 250. Say like from Sotes to St. George's, it is how many? About $6,
650.
650.
650, yeah. Mm-hmm.
650.
Mm-hmm.
So you're giving the driver that extra. You pay for yourself the 650, and you give the driver the extra 650 to reach in St. George's.
I see. So that's a norm you're saying.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I've never heard of it. So it just had me flabbergasted. I'm like, what? So I understand what you're saying, but tell me something. What if the person, say like me, I have to get to work for 8:30 in the morning? That is the only seat that's left on the bus. Are you going to deny me
Yeah.
getting to work at 8:30 just because somebody else pay an extra $6 for a seat?
It have to be to the the person who paying for that seat have to like come to a compromise to give you that permission to apply that seat.
Well, you can see the person, they lock the
So
door. The door is locked. You cannot get in even though you want to get in.
right. What I'm trying to say, the driver have no authority over that seat anymore because the person
Paid
paid
for
for
it.
that seat. Yes, so therefore, if the person who is in the front seat could be lenient,
Mm-hmm.
could be lenient with you, or to any individual who really desperate. So sometimes he could tell you, well, ask the person because she's in charge. He or she pay for that seat.
Mm-hmm.
So he or she don't pay for that. Uh, he or she could say yes or no,
Well, thank
and
you
that
so much for that explanation.
is in the person's interest at this point in time because the person can already advance pay for that seat.
So here's the next question. Is that legal? Based on the motor law, the motorist law and everything, is that a legal thing to do?
Well, I see it as a practice. I cannot say if it is legal or illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say. I have no info or no intel on that, so I cannot say. Okay, based on the laws of Grenada, it is legal or illegal.
Okay.
I cannot give more on that.
Okay.
So that as I say, it is a norm. So you could may have maybe some driver who owns a bus or who drive a bus could maybe give you a deeper explanation on that.
Thank you so very much for that explanation. That sheds a lot of
All right,
light
no
on
problem.
the. Thank you. All right.
All right, then, no
Bye-bye.
problem.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Clifford. How are you?
I'm all right for the time.
Good, good.
Now, listening to what you say and what the gentleman say, it's sort of not corresponding. But what he say makes a little bit of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we determine when a bus is full?
When all seats are taken,
But then that seat is not taken.
well, they paid for it.
We hear about the person could say they pay for it, and you have no guarantee that the person pay for it.
Well, if the driver lied, that is his business. But
Okay.
at the same time, though, the
That's why I
seats.
say that it's somewhat complicated. You know, the person could, the chauffeur could be holding the seat for a friend lower down the road, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, and deny somebody a seat.
That's
And
the thing. That's what I'm thinking too. So if he has a wife and the wife is in front of the bus and he doesn't want anybody, or he has a girlfriend or she has a boyfriend in front of the bus, you can go and sit there. Is that what it is?
That's why that's why I asked the question: when do we determine that a bus is filled? Because if the bus is licensed for a certain amount of persons, and there is a vacant seat, then you can't tell me the bus is full. What about somebody else do that in the back too, or in the next seat? Where do you go? So I think that is something that should be discussed with the licensing authorities or with the they have what they call it, the transport board should have something legally on that, because I don't see it making plenty sense, and I see it making a little sense.
Okay, so it's either it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. Tell me which one you think. It makes sense or it doesn't make any sense?
To me, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Because what I'm saying that some people could use rationale, but because a bus supposed to be filled when all the seats are taken up.
So we have a ghost seat, okay? That's a ghost because no one is sitting there but it's paid
something
for.
Is wrong there.
Okay.
I could understand if you have a box or something there that you have to rest on the seat and you put it on that seat and the person is paying for that seat. You say, okay, that seat is occupied. But if the seat is not occupied and you tell me the person paying for it, how do I show on that?
Okay.
And you are denying me a seat.
All right.
So I think it's something that not so much the bus association,
the
but
transport board, is
transport board
Mhm.
should put in place.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
All right. So Clifford said it doesn't make sense. I don't think it make any sense. What do you think? It's 4420175. Let's see if you have a call. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Claire.
Good morning. How are you?
Not too bad, and good morning, Grenada. That particular, what we have to consider is the majority, 99% of the buses that run are privately owned.
Right. I know that.
Right. So that decision would be up to basically the owner or the driver at the point in time. I say that because, for example, someone could take a bus, right? And when he gets in, he realizes the bus is empty or whatever. And he say, look, driver, I need to get so-and-so place. I'm going to pay you whatever to drive. I'm paying you for all the seats.
Okay.
And so, right? Yes, the driver could do. There's nothing wrong in him doing that because, remember, he's flying his route to make money.
Okay, then that's why he hired the bus then. That's fine.
Right.
Hired the
If
bus,
you-
yes.
Yes. So in that instance there, right, yes, it is allowed by bus drivers and so because the person is paying for that seat, right? Is a pay to drive. And so it's not anything illegal to do because remember, if it's a public transport, for example, right, where, like let's say the government have a transport system, that can't work like that. But a private, in my view, a private bus owner could decide exactly, okay, look, I can't take anybody to the front because of what? You understand? It does happen, man. So I don't think, but again, we as persons, we have to be flexible. Because in your instance where you say, okay, you have to get to work at what time, and so the person occupying or who paid for it could be flexible and say, okay, yes, I can't sit inside there because of my legs, or I can't think, but because of the situation, I can, I can think. But it's nothing illegal, basically.
You need to call me later on, eh?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I know. I owe you a call.
Yes, please. So
Okay.
yes, but here this question, so
Yes.
the buses are privately owned, but they are moving the public.
Yes, they are moving the public, but they are privately owned.
So if the public say they're driving or they're riding on the bus now, what gives?
That's entirely up to the public because remember, it does happen there. For example, a lot of school children, they will sit on the bus terminus or on the side of the road and wait for a particular bus.
Yes, I know that. Yes.
Right? So if you look at it that way, the choices really is not, it's both a choice for the person who is riding and a choice for the driver or the owner who's operating the bus to either accept. Because sometimes a bus driver will have, his bus is catered for 18 persons, but sometimes he just decide, I'm going down because of something, either I have a soft tire or something, and I'm only taking 14 people.
So the
You
bus,
know, so
okay. So how about now? The bus is catered to hold 18 persons, you said, or 16?
18.
So why would they squeeze me with 20 and 22 on it?
No, that is
Hold on, no, no,
illegal.
no. When they squeeze me with that amount of people on it, am I supposed to pay the $6 or the $2.50? Because I'm not getting a seat.
Well, that's entirely up to you. That's a decision up to you whether or not, because you will make a case. Say, look, driver, I'm only getting half a seat, so I'm coming from town, can I only pay $4? And you will say, hey, no, or yes. You understand? So it's optional, in my view, when it comes to the privately owned vehicles.
Well,
Just
all
like
vehicles,
that.
all buses on the road, as you say, are privately owned. So I guess they can we dance to the song of their tune. But I think
They can run when they want. They can pass you. They have 8 people in the bus holding 18, and they can see you and say, look, I don't want that person on my bus.
that's true
a
too.
choice for them.
Well, they put me down on a bus the other day, let me tell you. Because, no. Well, listen, you know how hot it is, right?
Yes.
And the buses, they have AC when you're in the parking lot waiting to be filled. Now, I came from work and going home, and I got on the bus. And let me tell you, the bus driver, he put himself in a lying situation, a lying position. And he's one hand driving, and he's a slow. If I walk, I'm getting where I'm going faster than the bus. So I said to him, I said, this is really, really hot on the bus, and you're moving really slow. He tell me, if you want to go down, go down. I said, thank you very much, drop me.
Wow.
Yep. So you know what? I would never ride that bus again. I'd rather walk.
Exactly.
Because the next day, the conductor saw me and he said, going up. I said, well, listen, I'm not riding on your bus for anything, for any time. I'd rather walk to go where I'm going, because I think it's rude. You're collecting my money. I am, as you say, it's your office that you run in there. So don't come and tell me if I don't want to stay on the bus, go down. Yeah, I'm going down because it's hot and comfortable and you're driving slow. But the next thing is, if he's in front and then let's say KM2 pass in front of him, now they want to kill me. Speed.
That is okay. As you raise that point, and I want to appeal to those Hermitage direction and the River Sally direction buses that goes from St. Patrick's to St. Andrews. These guys are ridiculous when it comes to getting people to their destination, right? I mean, I cannot understand. After 9 o'clock in the morning, right? The buses are going 5, sometimes 10 miles per hour.
They call it pounding. They call it pounding. And I can't take the pounding at all.
That is ridiculous. That is not, I mean, that's inhumane for persons who got to reach to for a particular time. And it's only in St. Patrick.
Exactly. Only St. Patrick they do this?
Only in St. Patrick I see them do this thing ridiculously like that. It is a norm. And they have to stop that. They really have to stop. You know what? Somebody has to come with about 4 or 5 or 6 buses and run 3 on each of the routes and just run the road. So all of them who want to run slow and everything like that, let's see if they will make money. And then the whole question of the air condition. What I cannot understand, it is so hot around. The bus drivers, you will see them having tourists and so on, the air condition up right through the day.
Well, you're not a tourist, you're a yardie, okay?
Yes, I am a tourist. I am driving. You understand? And as soon as you get on the bus, it's hot. They're telling you open up the
windows.
The windows and so the AC does take a lot of gas. But hey, when you're driving the tourist right from the island going over the Granite Tank, the Belvedere, also, what are you running on? Water?
Well,
come on, they have to be more appreciative.
Remember, we have the skin, how do they call it, the melatonin, the melanin, or whatever they call that thing that can take the heat. The other people can't take it, so they have to give them AC. So they're using that on us. What do you want me to say? I have the same issue as you do. I have the same issue.
You have a good morning.
You too. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Do I have another call?
Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah. This thing is a very serious thing. You take it as a little soft-head thing, but it's something that is real sorry. The bosses have an agreement with government.
To do what?
They have to fly a certain route. They have stickers. They have rules and regulations for the stickers. And to me, it's a failure right through. I went in St. Lucia for a few weeks, and St. Lucia don't have bus terminal as us here, but they have waiting points in different parts of the road.
Right.
And you could go and sit on the last bus if you want, you know. And if that last bus, it can't leave, you know. Cannot leave. The first bus in the ring, leave.
Okay.
When it's full, it goes. And the next bus come up.
But isn't that the same thing we have here?
No. When the bus full in the bus terminal, you go.
Right.
Right? You have time the chauffeurs go without the total amount in the bus terminal.
So you're saying that it has to be filled to capacity before it leaves the terminal?
Yes. The thing is, you can't go and sit down on the last bus and your last bus full and you move out. Like in St. Lucia. If you sit down, if you say you have 10 buses in the room and you go and sit down on the 8 bus, the 8 bus full, it can't leave the thing. The first bus have to go. Have to full first.
So, yes,
so
I
you
understand.
So you can sit down there and the chauffeur come and see where they're full. It can't leave.
Okay.
Cannot leave the ring. The first bus has to leave the ring.
But you're saying they leave here. When it's not filled, they leave.
Do all kind of thing here.
Okay.
All kind of thing. The buses leave sometimes with 3 passengers left. Come out. They, as you say, they play the music. They want to put the AC up. They want to stop and pick up people anyway. The buses living in hotels. Them chauffeur peeping inside everybody's house to see who coming out of the house. They're driving very, very, very slowly. Only time the buses start driving fast from Sotes to when they reach in Tivoli, breakneck speed.
Because somebody's in front of them or somebody's behind them.
Yes, because the Tivoli buses and they're making short trip.
Yeah.
So they're trying to think, no. But once they leave home, it is a way coming along. They're peeping, they're blowing, they're peeping inside everybody else.
I don't, listen.
So we've seen those things happening. So we need, and we're talking about they have a transport board here now and whatnot. We need to see these things and everything because some of the buses have no respect for us, the passengers. If they have to go in an out road, they want to go up on top of the hill. Some might tell you, excuse us, eh?
No, give me a minute. No, give me a minute.
Give me a minute. And if you ask them to drop you, they
have
tell
to
you
pay.
an extra
Yes,
$5.
they don't ask me to go in there. They just say, give me a minute and they're gone.
Yeah. So the whole thing is not regulated. And governments are responsible for that. Transport board have to be set up properly. Either government, the buses is people own, but either government giving you a special subsidy that you could buy your bus or something, some condition, so that you know you're serving the public. But the buses they do us what they want.
Well, they put me out anyway, so have a good day.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Yes, I call back again.
Yes.
Based on what the final, that last call up my good partner. If a bus is overloaded and you're seeing the bus overloaded, well, if a bus licensed and insured for 19 passengers, right? 19 passengers, well, a driver included as a passenger.
Right.
The conductor is included as a passenger.
Right.
So 19 passengers. And you see the driver take an extra one, what is 20 or 21. You have a right to speak out and refuse that driver or that conductor to take that extra, because let me tell you something. If that bus meet up in an accident, insurance give you nothing because the bus overloaded.
You are number 20 when it should be 19.
It give you nothing because there are laws. There are laws in place for that particular thing. Yeah. Clifford makes some point that how you know if that bus is overloaded? Have that extra this and whatnot. He makes some valid points there, but one thing I would like to see now, if the person could put something on that particular seat, there are some load. And that's the only front seat they have. What is there? They could put it on that particular seat.
Right.
And say, driver, I am paying for that particular seat. Yeah. The driver have no control over that.
Right.
2, Two, if the person, I was coming up with something, I get distracted there. Shucks. Yeah. So therefore, as if anything, I remember that I
You
will
could call
call
back. Yes, call
But
back.
okay, yes, I think it come back. Now, a person normally sometimes when a person say, okay, a driver, I want to go now, driver, we just say, okay, give us like a set of call we will call a figure like a $60,
Mhm.
a $40 based on the amount of passengers we have in the bus.
Right.
And we could say, okay, could you give us $40 for the rest of the seat and let's go?
Right.
Now it is up to the person, yes or no. So therefore, if it's yes, we go. If it's no, if you cannot pay, well then I have to wait on my load because that is what I am doing for my
Living.
living
Yes.
and to maintain me conductor, to pay me conductor, buy diesel when the day up, buy bricks, buy this, maintain the bus and myself and my conductor. Right? So you can't come and tell me, driver, I want to go now, and I want to go now. And at the ending of the day, hello?
You're out of pocket.
Oh, I'm out of pocket. I can't tell you.
I understand totally what you're saying, and I'm not making a fuss
So-
about that. What I'm saying is,
Yeah,
if
I
there's a
understand
seat
what
on
you
the
say.
bus and I have to get to
Yes,
work for
yes.
8:30 in the morning, and there is a seat with there's a ghost in that seat. Let's put it that
No,
way. No one
yeah,
is sitting there. It's a
what could
ghost.
happen? Yeah, well, but what could happen again? Sometimes you could have somebody who could travel by the month with that drive on that bus for that particular time,
Mhm.
and that is the only seat that is available. Now the driver could say, "Okay, that seat is already taken
Mhm.
because I have someone to pick up down the road."
I understand that
because that person
totally. Yes.
the month or by the week or by the fortnight.
Listen.
So that certain things could happen in that area. But if to the night of that seat in front,
Mhm. I
that is
understand.
the only way, the only reason that the driver could come up with. He have to pick up someone down the road who travel with the bus, or he had to pick up his wife or his girlfriend, whatever, So
Yeah.
that is the only seat that is
And I
occupied,
understand
or
that.
the person pay for that, or the person in front pay for that seat, so that seat is occupied. So the person in front now who pay for that seat could be compassionate and say, okay then, ma'am, I know you're late, you're busy, you want to go, let us go. And the person could ease you up or not.
I
So you're
understand
entitled up
totally.
to the
Yeah,
person.
yeah. But the thing is, when you're on
Mhm.
buses and they have 19 already, as you say, and I know that for a fact that if you meet in an accident, insurance will only cover for the 19 persons on that bus. So if I'm number 20, I don't know how they check it to know if it's me that is the extra one or the extra two. They'll only pay for that 19 persons. So people be careful when you're going up on bus that is crowded, because if they have an accident, you may lose your leg or anything and you get squat. So you have the right, and I know you have the right to tell the driver, hey, you cannot pick up another person because the bus is already filled.
Exactly.
They will tell you where to go and how to come back before they accept that the bus is filled. And I know everybody wants to make a penny, but don't let greed take the life of other people, of innocent people.
Yeah, it could happen, and the passengers could speak out, although passengers does not speak out, but you could speak out, and if the police hold you taking a charge, overload the bus, it is not really a ticketable offense, but it is quotable.
Okay, you
You know
can
what
go
I'm
to
saying?
court, they
Because
can
I've
take you
been
to
through
court.
all of that.
Okay.
Yes, they book you for court.
Okay.
And they with the court could charge the driver and the conductor for picking up an excess passenger.
Okay.
Or if, hold on, that is very technical. If the person go on the in front, right? The driver didn't, the conductor didn't open the door, and the person go on the front.
Mhm.
That is the driver response. The driver the decision the driver alone faces consequences and that.
Really?
So the court charge the driver because the person go in the front. The conductor did not open his door.
Oh, I see. So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Is there a schedule to say, well, this bus is leaving at that time in the morning? Or can they do that? Can they schedule? Because sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes I'm
The
waiting for a
bus
bus. Hold on.
association.
Sometimes I'm waiting for a bus. I'm by the side of the road like 7:15. And I wouldn't get a bus until about 7:45. A whole half hour to get a bus.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see
Okay.
them chasing one another like Smokey and the Bandits coming down the road,
I
and they would
know.
not stop
I
because
know.
they want to pass in front of each other. What the heck? What gives here?
I know. Most of the time in a bus driver first trip, most of them drivers and then they will take different time to make the first trip. Now, sometimes when you come up on a second, when you come up for your second trip or your third trip or whatever, you don't have no schedule time. How you get your passenger, no load it, you're full, you go, right? But then what the bus association, if we have any bus association in the area, because most of the areas don't have a bus association. Most of them don't have the only how they have a bus association when they have some kind of conflict with the government or with the police or with who and who. You see they trying to a hypocrite thing and they playing coming together. They do about that hypocrisy.
Okay.
After that, they stabbing one another in the back. They try to fight on one another, try to count one another, all that kind of a thing. Battle one another for passengers. Nobody them. So what they could do, you could schedule, because I can remember in a few years early, when I was working in Guelph, we have our association and we say every 5 or 10 minutes a bus will leave the lands, go down the down street, entitled to a run back up the lands and go down. Yeah, so every 5 or 10 minutes that bus will leave. Yeah, but then man start to get to pick up passenger when they coming up. So anything they go turn by the Lands Bridge and go down, or turn by the gas station and go down. And who try to abide by the system now, they get in wood.
Oh, I see.
You understand? So it is difficult. So man has to bend and break the rules and break a bus association because greed coming to the hearts of men. You understand? So I want all. When at the end of the day, you hear one bus driver say, I make 600. The next one who try to abide by the system now barely making a 300. You understand? So sometimes man have to break the rules, bend the rules in order to make up to see if I could make a 500 too.
I see.
You
Well,
understand?
we
At
have
the end of the
major
day, it's
problems
about
with the bus business, because for me to leave my house and wait by the Saturday for 7:15 and then get a bus, if I miss Mr. Hardline, I ain't getting one until 7:45, and I'm standing and I'm marking time like if I'm in the army, waiting for a bus, and it's crazy. So when you say they turn and they go back, the people that are waiting up on the other side waiting for that bus to come back and take them, then they are late to go to work. Because there's nothing, no bus is coming back to pick them up.
What they could do, sometimes if that driver leave the lands and he go down and he went down street, instead of he come back up the lands, sometimes he could fill down street. So he could make a phone call on the lands and tell him, well, look, tell the other bosses on the lands, I am not coming back up. I have enough. So you pick up what they on the lands and do what you have to and do what you need to be done. So he still had some communication taking place there.
So now I have you on the line. I'm not going to let you go with it. Let me ask you this question. What's with the phone calls on that buses now? Because you're on a bus, you get a call, oh, this one is in front of me. I just passed this one, this place, and I just passed this one. And we, the passengers, are the one that are feeling the brunt of it, because you're not getting where you're going in anytime soon. Because if they hear this one you're in Montfenju, and you hear this one is in Plains, now all of a sudden we're riding with Lacroix and Bailey's and everybody. No, I'm not laughing. This is not funny, because you're really, really slow now. Tell me.
He have his good and he have his good and he have his bad. The good thing is you could get a chance for the bus to take his time. But the bad thing is that when you get a phone call and say, I've got certain bus coming behind you, the bus driving with breakneck speed.
You're telling me?
And you could meet your destiny on the ground.
That's
so
it.
He have his good and he have his danger behind it.
So
I've been it, done it all.
So what will happen to the days? I know people are going to say, well, these were the days. But in the days when Babes and Boyo and Ashley and all those guys used to drive their bus, and you take your time and you go to St. George, you get your passengers, you go to Grenville, and things were good. What happened now with this trying to kill me when I'm going to funeral in one moment and the next minute I'm on the Concord taking off? What is this?
Greed, as I tell you, is greed. And you see, you have a lot of more buses now than before. A lot of more bosses know, and if you don't move on time, time is money, money is timing.
Well,
So sometimes if you didn't honest,
well, if you maximize your
it's a
time and you
risk.
know what, yes, I know it's a race, but don't race with me
It's
for
a risk.
250 and 350 and $5 and $6. Don't try to
It's
kill
a
me.
risk. I tell you, you have a right to speak out.
I am
As a
speaking out
passenger,
now.
you see a bus. If you see a bus moving too fast for you, you have every right to speak out. I could tell you
And
one
they tell me
morning
to go down
I
the
was
bus. They're telling me to go down the bus, you know that.
no, you have
Yes?
a right to stop. You have a right to stop and drop.
Well, yeah, they're dropping
Watch.
me. I tell them dropping, yes.
Look, I had an experience. I was going up in Crucial one morning. I was doing construction. I left the bus off what time and I was doing some construction. And I was going up to Crucial. And this driver was driving with some breakneck speed.
Mm-hmm.
And I had us to no, the spirit tell me that is too dangerous. I knocked the bus. I tell him, no, driver, that is too dangerous for me. If you want to continue with that, could you drop me, please?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to and then he slow down and he take his time and he go with the moderate speed. Yeah, that time I can remember again, I was going down in St. George's that evening. I pick up this bus and this bus was, when I reached in Mango, Palmer, not far from Guelph, just close to Palmis.
Mm-hmm.
When I find I say, no, that speed too fast for me. I knock the bus and I drop. I said, no, I can't take it.
Driver, go take it here.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
You understand? You see, you have to be cautious about your life.
True.
You have to be cautious about your life. The driver only concerned about at the end he concerned about how much money he could bring in.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
Because he has some drivers who drive with no soul. They drive like there is no tomorrow. He has certain times. And certain buses, I don't jump on them. Because I know anytime I see after 3, 4 with school children at time and big people time over, you know that it's hustle hour time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't jump on them.
Okay.
No,
I'm with you there.
Because I think about my life. I choose buses to take me home. I don't busy. I going home, he's home, I am going.
It's either you go in one home or the other. It's either you go to your home or you go to the next home because the way they drive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because come on, you have people who live in home and go, and at the same time you meeting up in all kind of a deadly accident. Come on. For what? For a few dollars more. It don't make no sense. I mean, I've been there, done it, been there with fast bus, conduct with fast bus and kind of thing. And it is a dangerous risk. I could tell you that.
Thank you very much. Okay. Have yourself a great day.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Yes, so here we have it. It is, and a lot of things are normal that I didn't know what is normal. So it's normal for you to pay for an extra seat in front of the bus, unless the person is lenient or compassionate or bendable, that they will let you come on board if they think that you're going to be late. You say that you're going to be late, you have to get somewhere. Yes, and I understand that if you have 5 persons on the bus, and I come up to the driver and I say, driver, I need to get there at this time. Can you take me? Charge me a fare? And he says, I can take you there. Yes, that means I hire the bus now so you can drive with the 5 people and get me to where I'm going. But then again, if you have 5 people on the bus and I hire you to take me somewhere, are you going to stop and drop the 5 people before me, or are you going to take me because no, I own the bus? Because I pay that full amount of money to take me where I'm going. So what happened to the other 5 persons that's on the bus? Are you going to drop them first, even though they have to drop off before me? Or are you going to drop me to my destination because I paid more for it? I need an answer to that. 442-0175. Mind you, on an airplane, people can pay for an extra seat if they are heavy or they have big bodies. They pay for an extra seat. So the airplane has 3 seats. It's A, B, C, D, E, F. So A is the window, B is the middle, and C is the aisle. So if they're going to sit, they are heavy and they're going to occupy 2 seats, they're going to pay for A or B or B or C. And I have to go by the window there. So that is 2 of us in the seat, and you get an extension. This is allowed on an airline because you have to wear your seatbelt when you're on board and everything like that. That happens. I've seen it many times before. but I've never seen it on a bus. And I'm being educated today to know that drivers can and does that. So if you have an appointment that you have to get to St. George's by 8:30 and you get to the bus terminal in Granville and the bus is filled, but there's one seat and somebody occupied that seat, you're going to be late. You are going to be late because there's no seat left on the bus for you to sit. How I feel about it? I think it's terrible, but that's just me. If the person is paying the extra $6, they own their seat on the other seat, I cannot do anything about it because the driver made the bargain with them to get an extra $6 so that no one is going to sit by them. And don't get me wrong, I might do the same thing too if somebody's coming. If I know the kind of people that travel on the bus and how they're smelling and all this kind of, I might do that too. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
CJ, my friend. What kind of predicament?
What predicament?
What kind of predicament you found yourself in?
Well, the predicament is, as I don't know if you heard the beginning. I was going to St. George on Wednesday. I had to get to the eye clinic to get my sister was going to have eye surgery. And I saw a bus that is almost ready to go. So I put her on the bus and I'm going to get a seat. And the lady that conducts on the bus, she said to me, go to the front. So I was trying to open the door, the door locked. So I said to her, the door is locked. She says, what do you mean? I said, it is locked. Then she said, oh, the driver is talking to you. So I said, yes. He says, oh, you cannot come sit on the front because it's paid for. The seat is paid for. So I said, well, what am I paying for then? I'm paying for a seat. He says, excuse me. I said, excuse me. So they went over, and I got to go on the bus because I had to go. I had a time to reach there for the surgery to take place and so. And I'm thinking, I've never seen that before, never heard of it before. So now people are telling me, one person that used to be conducting on a bus said to me that it's up to the driver to make that arrangement with the passenger to say, well, I'm going to pay for these 2 seats here. And so I don't want anybody come sit close to me. Now, I don't want anybody to think that I'm insensitive. Because if the person has a leg problem and they need to sit at the front of the bus and nobody is going to sit close to them because the close proximity of the person might hurt their leg. Because, when you sit in the front seat, you have that one where you have leg room and then you climb up as close to the driver as you possibly can in that other little seat. And your foot might harm the other person's space there. I could understand that. But if you are a person just going on the bus and you do not want me to come by and sit by because I might be smelly or I might be sweaty because it's hot these days and you pay for that seat, I think it's being selfish and I think it's wrong. And I'm hearing that it is not illegal because as we hear, the buses are privately owned. But my thing is you are getting public people to travel on the private bus. So that's my predicament.
Because that would have been my question to you. Was the person sick? Did they surgery that you don't want, like if you rush them, that they cut might be ruptured or something, or they have some bad leg or something, and you create some form of discomfort for them by sitting next to them?
Well,
that obviously I will understand.
Mm-hmm. Well, the person that was sitting the person that was sitting in front of the bus, they got off in St. George, and I cannot see what's going on inside the person, but on the outside there was no disability.
So, and what I think should happen, right? As a media entity, I believe when you finish the program, you should try and get in contact with the transport board and find out some of the policies that govern these buses and them. Because although they are privately owned, but they do have a responsibility of operating within the public space, and it's for the public. They make their money by carrying passengers, and that is in the public. So for example, certain things they can just do as they well. Like, for example, they cannot just say, okay, I'm charging to the $20 I had to get a Granville from Sotez. No, they cannot do that, although it's private. So I think it will be wise to engage them as a media entity to find out some of them. What are some of the policies that are governing these buses and them. And then again, I've been thinking, so what if again that person that come on the bus, they may have a son or a daughter in the back, and they decide the same thing. They don't want people sitting next to them in the back there, so they will
You pay for the seat also? Pay for it?
And then again, too, I believe if the driver, if it's about making money, so to deter them from just, because in that case, it was just a selfish thing. And if the person just walk out physically with nothing wrong, it was just purely selfish. So that extra cost should not just be a mere $6. You want to do that? Pay me $50 for doing that. So then it deters them from wanting to have that selfish practice. That's my whole view on this thing. That's my contribution.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Right. Let me go to a commercial break and we shall be right back.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, you design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price. And they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
In diet. Immerse yourself in colors that color. Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color. Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold
Color. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Yep. So back, and we're talking this morning about the bus and if it's legal or illegal for someone to pay for a seat on the bus and no one sits there, even the bus is packed and you have to go to work and you're going to be late. So I personally think there should be again a schedule for the bus times, because I don't think it makes sense that you're standing by the side of the road waiting for a bus to come, and when it comes, it's packed for one, or they don't show up on time, and you're going to be late for work. But then when something happens, like say like in the time of COVID, and buses, people weren't going to work properly, and so we hear all this thing about we are doing it for the passengers, we are doing it for this, we are doing it for that. Things are back to normal now, and you all don't care really about the passengers. Because if I have to not go on a bus because somebody paid for the seat, and I have to get to appointment for 8, or if I have to go to Grenville for 10 o'clock, and I'm on a bus by, say, 9 o'clock, it does not take an hour from Sates to get to Grenville. And by the time I get to Grenville, my appointment is gone because you're pounding, as you call it. You join the Lacrosse Society, the Bailey, and the Wayne Archibald because we are going slower than molasses. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my time, and I know I left early. I left early enough to get to my appointment for 10 o'clock, and I'm late. How is that saying that you care about your passengers? When things happen, we see that you say one thing on one side of your mouth, and on the next side of the mouth, when things are good, you don't even care. We have to do better than that. Because if I am going to stand by the side of the road for half an hour to wait for a bus, and I'm not the only one, because I ask people, I said, when you leave here at 6:30 in the morning to go, what time do you get a bus? She said, hey, all 10 to 7 I get in a bus. Sometimes bus passing like, according to man, breakneck speed, they're not even stopping because your fee might be a little bit than what they want. I think I've got a call. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sister Claire.
How are you?
I didn't think I was something yet. Okay, let's say like, okay, the person that pay for the seat in front, let's say about 10 minutes, they had to go somewhere for 8:30, and they say about 10 past 8. No, you're coming because they said you have to pay for the seat. But even I meet after somebody come to go on the bus. All what the bus driver should do, right? Reverse that. So you pay, give them back it, and then so you go on the bus, and the person go and they go one time.
Well, that's your thinking,
So
and that's proper thinking. But they're not thinking like that. Think about it: $6 for an empty seat. Would you pass up on that? No one is sitting there. You get $6 like a bonus $6. Would you pass up on that?
So exactly. So you think about people. You probably the same problem you had, right? Because you want to go, because you tell you go late, right? And then you pay $12, which is like a bus taking $6 from Guam to Tong, and you pay $12, and immediately after someone come, and they will the city pay for it. Okay, so that person they in the same position as you. They want to go. Otherwise, the driver should give back the extra $6, and the person paying that $6, and you go one time. So you will not be late to you and the person go with Ollie.
That's your thinking, and that's fair thinking. But as the person that spoke twice before said, it is up to the person or the driver has no control over that once he takes the money from that person. So it's me now that the onus is on me to say, well, you know what? Let take the person, because we're all going in St. George's and the person is going to be late for their appointment, so let's take it. But if you notice what's going on these days, we have become very, very selfish people. We don't care about anybody, or it's only I and I and I. We are very selfish. So if I am going to feel comfortable just sitting in front of the bus by myself, who cares about if Claire want to come on the bus and Claire late? Let Claire get another bus. Or if I have the kids at the back and I don't want anybody close me up at the back, and there's a seat and everybody could see there's a seat and you can't get it because it's paid for. If everybody going to pay for an extra seat on the bus, where are we? What's going on with us?
You understand? Yeah, I understand. Okay, I later.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. So, the rationale for thinking this is the right thing to do, yes. But remember, we are not all made from the same cloth. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I have not been privy to all of the conversation, so I hope I'm not repeating something that somebody would have said, but I am interested in the topic on bus. I don't travel much on bus, very little. But at the same time, I hear a lot of concerns, and I just wanted to add two other elements of interest in terms of how the buses run. So, living on the western side, you hear people, even from Guam, which I thought was better service because you have more buses in Guam, Victoria, Sotes, people are concerned after 5 o'clock. People don't want to be by the bus stand 5 o'clock because the buses are few and far between. There's a rush to get there, and sometimes they don't get buses at all from the western side. They are lucky if a bus from Grandans comes and runs. And I am asking myself, if a Grandans bus could come up and run, not sure of, well, of course, they'll see the load in the bus terminal. But what happens for going down, they are not assured. But if they can do it, then why aren't we doing it? And I'm not saying that to criticize. I want our bus drivers to start thinking of how this works. Right. So Grandans buses would come and take people, and some people really to suffer. I am also very concerned about much later, like 10, after 10. You have people on the western side who work on the airport, and I try the best to get some kind of transport that will take people up. Because sometimes you see young men, young ladies, and I'm troubled. These people and them are on the road late hours because they drop them off in Boucherjou. They work in St. John, but you drop them in Boucherjou. That's the business bus. Or you drop them in, well, and they have to go to Guam or Victoria, Sotes, wherever. And it breaks my heart for them. And that is a deterrent because ask anybody who goes to the hotel or any job where it requires, flexibility in hours and, the person might be late, leaving for work or be late. When I say late, not that they're late for work, but the hours are late compared to the regular working hours. The businesses would tell them, well, we cannot take you. Sometimes they tell them flat they can't take them because transport to go after they finish after 9, 10 o'clock is a problem for workers. And so they ask them very early up front, where do you live? Sometimes the applicant is smart enough to make a lie and say, well, I live in somewhere nearby, St. George's environment. But once they say, this area up on the western zone, the tone changes, and people will tell you that. So how do we get people who work at security in the hotels in St. George's University? How do we get them to live in these areas where they belong to and still get a job? It is very difficult. So from after 5 going back there, it's very difficult for persons who work 8 to 4. If they are a little late or whatever, leaving the workplace or so. But it worries me about the much later time after 10. And I just want to add one other element. When you have events in these areas, you have Food Fest, well, Fish Friday, I don't think it's operating anymore for now. You have something in Sote, and people would like to go. They don't have private transport. But because the buses don't run later hours, then they cannot go. We have a tourism industry that we would like to see spread island-wide. And some tourists want to take a bus. They don't want the taxi and so on. They want to take a bus. And to go to places, they go on a hike, go on a something and come back at a certain time. But I hope you're getting the gist. I don't want to...
I got the gist, and there's a question I wanted to ask you. You're on the western side, and you see what's going on there. Is there any way that you can have a committee or community bus. Get us a driver that if it doesn't work during the day or he finishes work at 3 o'clock, to just do the community run, say that the people that works from the hotels in St. George and the security, that he can make that run at night just to get the people home safely. Is there something that you can do?
And I have engaged, but I would have rather to see a bus association from this side or other areas in the country where you might have similar problems come together and say, let us work at schedule. This day or that time, that bus would make a last run. And so on, so that it is rotated. And I'll tell you why. I knew somebody from Victoria who used to do a late run. May God rest his soul wherever he is now. And it was working very well. But when other bus drivers see what was happening, they start to run.
But it didn't last.
That run no longer became viable because you didn't have the volume of people to make it a serious business.
Okay.
And so that's why I think if you have the bus drivers coming together to discuss it and come up with a schedule so they don't feel anybody trying to outdo them in any way. I think that would be option number one. Option number two would be to engage individuals. And I have spoken to people already. Would it be viable for you? Would it be economically viable? Because I hate to see what is happening to our people. Some jobs, they are debarred from it because of the
distance that they live. Yeah.
Or they see trouble in the job to get home and their lives and their health.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. And that's but if you can, you have I think you have the power to keep talking and find if you can find someone. Yes.
We'll talk again, but
Yes.
I want to keep that conversation alive.
Thank you.
And that is why I stayed in my vehicle to listen to the radio, because as soon as I've gone, I wanted to keep a thread of your conversation. And please keep it alive. It
Thank
is
you.
a problem that we need
It
to
is. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye. So that's a good point that she made. We know of people that works in St. George in hotels and even in the hospitals or in security. And they leave their house like me if I have an appointment at like 3:30 in the morning to get a bus to go down to St. George to work at a hotel. Now to come back in the evening, it is a different ballgame. They can't get transportation to come. Now, everything else that is out there, we are involved in it, in the technology, in the fast cars, the whatever. Take the work ethics or take something out of the people, of the places that you get all the stuff from. Like North America, we have buses that run 24/7. After the bus finishes at 9 or 12 at night, another set of buses start from 12 at night to 5 or 6 in the morning when the subway open and anything. We can do it here. We have a lot of buses. Someone just have to be big enough and strong, have the balls to say, okay, I am going to do this. And the thing is, when one person starts, as she says, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon because we're making a lot of money, and then it becomes null and void. We are the start and stop nation. We start something because it's hot now, and then it just go cold. But if you're thinking about the people, it could be your sister, your aunt, your cousin, your best friend that is working in a hotel and gets dropped off in Bushes you at 10 at night and have to find their way at home. Think about the danger that person is facing, especially a young lady. Somebody get up and start making preparation to start taking people in the morning. You run in the morning. Drop them off in the hotels or wherever they have to go. You run your bus for the rest of the day. You quit at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And say at 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, you get back on the bus, make your runs. That is your run for the day. It can happen, it can work, and it will work if you do it. But when we sit there and we say, okay, I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do that. But the minute I get up and do it, and I'm making a few dollars, then everybody get upset, they get to envy, and they start doing it, and it's not working. Make something stick. Do something, because the money that they're going to make there, it is for all the families. It could be your family. It could be somebody. You might be on the road one day and you don't have anything. And that same person that works at a hotel will give you $5 to buy a meal or buy a drink or something. Think about your nation people. I have a WhatsApp call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning again. You know, say
Yes.
I'm bugging your line too much.
No. Go right ahead. I'm getting some education from them. Go right ahead.
Yes. First of all, let me give a experience that I've gone through. Um, I left the bus work, but I used at that time I used do gospel singing and stuff like that. So I was in a gospel group they called Golden Melodies.
Mm-hmm.
So we based in Florida. So after we finished around minutes to one, the guy had us to come and drop me at the home in man.
Mm-hmm.
So when I reached in Guav, I saw a young lady. Minister one,
Mm-hmm.
the lady live at Big Piece.
Mm-hmm.
I say, she working in some hotel, Starbucks had drop her in Guav. I say, Lord. I say, so I stopped. So I tell my partner to stop. Really something making noise in the background.
Go ahead. It's a bird. Go ahead.
Yeah. So so I stopped the guy who was dropping me up. I say, let me ask this young lady how fast she reaching and if go drop her she home. Well indeed, he stopped and I asked her, the lady live at Big Piece in St. Mark.
Mm-hmm.
She live a young lady, she live at Big Piece in St. Mark. So the driver now had to pick up that young lady. After he dropped me in, man, I had to go all the way up at Big Piece and come back down and go back up at Florida where he live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It happens every day.
When I used to work bus, we used to have a Sunday morning run. All them buses and them pack up. Not they do business with the Sunday morning run. As we start to run on that Sunday morning run, you see another bus, you see two other buses who want to be in front of us, who want to be behind of us, who want to take you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it is a whole thing boiled down and clear is because of greed. Not because of anything else. Because okay, they see you running and they see you pass, they see you passing full. Okay, so I had to go and eat I had to go and dip my baza in his net now to pick up some of his jacks or fish that he have in his net.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because at that time, that guy he didn't used to work bus during the week. So he go run the bus on a Sunday morning because he have his work during the week. Yeah?
Yeah.
He used to run his bus full time. But I think if some agreement could make with the buses to run at night, who the working in the day, so, like who the working bus full time in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have some people, they make a load in they pick up passengers in the morning, they drop them in town and they go to their work.
Yes.
So these people now, in the afternoon now, they come back on the road and they can walk the bus at the night time so people can get home safely.
Okay.
It could be done. You have some people now, they won't run the bus in the day, I go run the bus in the night.
Yes. So the
You
calls
understand?
are coming in. Call back again. I want to see what the other person has to say. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
take care, no problem.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Sorry, let me move out a little bit. Yeah, they talk about the buses and the availability of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I used to be the president of the Grenville Bus Association once, right?
Yes.
That great organization, we had what we call the Grenville Bus Association night service.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so we had it organized. A few buses work tonight, tomorrow night, and so on, rotating. And you know what happened?
Tell me.
The passengers who we came out to serve,
Mm-hmm.
whereas we were getting 6 and 7 passengers and said we're going to do it to help them out. Their friends came and picked them up, dropped them out. So they passed us on the stand and they're gone. And after a period of time, the busmen say, those dollars doesn't make sense at all. Those dollars that we're fighting to assist them in doesn't make sense to us. So we
Okay.
had to stop it. And
So-
up to today, it hasn't continued.
So here's the question for you. Here's the question for you. Did you all make it known that this is what you're going to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We had posters out and everything,
Okay.
and people knew.
All right.
They knew what we were doing, and then they left the service. We didn't leave them, you know. They left the service. We didn't have a choice.
Okay. So now there's a breakdown in communication. So let me ask you something. Are you willing to start it again?
Communication. No, I altered that for now.
Okay.
But the busmen will continue. They will continue if it's okay. But the passengers must say, yes, we want it.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, nowadays, I think they're scarcely need it because everybody have their new transport nowadays.
Okay.
So
But there are some people still there are people like me that don't have a transport that I need to get to work at certain time and can't get it. So somebody has to.
So the government need to subsidize that service for the people.
Okay.
All right, the government need to subsidize. We, the busmen, we cannot be doing that at a loss. Like I said, those dollars supposed to make sense. And if those dollars cannot make sense, it really doesn't make sense.
I got you.
If the dollars cannot make sense on the road.
All right. Thank you very much. So we have hearing it from different angles here this morning. Let me see if I have a call here. Good. No, that was. So now, people are. Good morning.
Yes, Miss Claire.
Yes.
I spent a little while in St.
Mm-hmm.
The first day which in St. Lucia, which about 2 o'clock after 2 in the day. My nephew picked me up, give me a little ride around the town, show me places around the town. And he was living a little way up the town, passing Rodney, Big Robley. And I decided I'm going back and line in the town. He said, you want to make it? I said, yeah, man, I will make it. First day, I don't know St. Lucia, I don't know nobody yet since St. Lucia. I go down, town, about after 3. And I'm looking around, I'm watching them building, I'm going by the church, I'm going different places and things. Buses park up and things. I go find out which buses are going back up Rodney Bay and going back up. They tell me how the buses operating and whatnot. When it was about after 9 the night, my nephew called me. He said, where you are saying? Town. He said, how you going to make it? I said, I will make it, man. He gave me a key, so I didn't have to come in the road. About after 10, 11 again, he called. I said, I don't hear man, I will make it. But that time in the buses on them. And I was able to take a bus after 11 minutes to 12 and to reach back in where we were living. That's the first thing I spent it. All I did is look at the buildings, take note on them, look at the signboards and whatnot. I am saying, just what the gentleman said to you just now, can work and could work. All we need is government cooperation with buses. You won't get everybody, and you will always have greedy people. So you ain't getting away from that. Somebody go running into the business center, but it must be properly regulated. And I think it could pay off.
I think so
too. Too often we hear that government comes in, time for city, or people can get work, or people think they can get, we got to do something about it. All government, NMP, GOLP, the revolution, all of them talk about it. Everybody talk about it. We going to make it good with you. And nothing happening seriously. The government have to take stands. And there are a lot of things when government must wake up, and they're not waking up in it. And it's causing the state
to but
lose.
As I said, I'm not talking politics today, so let's stick to the bus.
Politics.
Okay, let's go to the bus.
I ain't talking politics.
All
I'm
right.
talking about government and what government have a right to do. That is what I'm talking about. Not no politics. Government, any government in power have to do those things in the benefit. A lot of people could find jobs in the evening and whatnot, but they have to refuse it.
Because they have no bus service to take them there.
And that's why a lot of people.
But during the revolution, they had a bus service though. They had the PTS, remember?
Yeah.
And it used to work well. So
but
all I'm saying
is, want to pay in the night and whatnot. Some people running away when time to pay in the night. So when you drop, shopper can't come out. You run and go.
Well, you see, there are going to be people like that anywhere you go in each country. People go and buy gas and they go now, they're leaving, they jump in, they can't go and do pay for the gas and all that. But what I'm saying, you cannot let just one person that is not paying the bus at night spoil it for the rest of people that want to get home at a certain time in the night. Because take for example that young lady that was walking from wherever to get to Digo Peace at 1 in the morning. And she has to go back to that job again. She's not sleeping. She just go and bathe, brush her teeth, eat something, and just wait for the bus to go back again. Whereas there could be a bus service that runs, as he says, you take it early in the morning, you take your load, you go to work, you come back, and you do it another run again, maybe at night, to bring back the people from. But people have to learn now that if you're going to have a bus service that is going to be working for you, do not let your friends come and pick you up, because the bus is doing their gas and they're doing their time, and they have to stick with the program. You cannot say, okay, there's the driver is coming to get me, but hey, come and pick me up tonight, and then tomorrow you're on the bus. No, you have to stick with the service that is going on. Otherwise, it won't work for you, and then you are the first to complain and say that you cannot get home. But you're not. People never tell the true story. You give me your side, you're not giving me the other side. The devil is always in the details in the middle. So it has to work on both sides.
If we get some night patrol, the police, when I was a young man, police patrolling night and day.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're living right here. You hardly seen a police on the street in the night.
Well, people are good. They're not doing bad things. I'm talking, we just want the people that work in the hotels and SGU, in sandals and so.
Night patrols and people are aware that the police is on the go. You will see a lot of things a little bit controlled to some extent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are talking about it, so let's hope that something works.
Well, we're hoping.
Yes.
We're
All right.
hoping.
Take care. Have a great day.
Good.
Okay, bye-bye. I need to take a commercial break before we end here.
Grendec Community Partnership Initiative.
I'm here to say a special thank you to Grenlec for all that they have been doing for us. Now, most recently, we are very grateful for the paving of our yard. We now have easy access to drop off, to pick up stuff, and also it serves as a recreation point. So we're very, very grateful. And again, we want to say hats off to Grenlec for always being there for us. And we hope that God would bless the company so that you can continue to support us.
Grendec, energizing our community.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price. And they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Trinidad's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard industry and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, strength which speaks for itself, a taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
In time, immerse yourself in colors that color. Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color. color, endless inspiration, bold expression, bold color by Sissons.
Sissons. Express your style with color by Sissons.
So I have something to read here from the Sates Health Center. They're having a mental health day tomorrow, October 10th. They will be screening for diabetes, high blood pressure, weight checks, massages, I can't say that word, massages, and food care. It starts at 1 p.m. and it finishes at 3:30 p.m. Special presentation, they have live music, dance exercise, and more. So go check what your mama give you tomorrow, but you have to do the test, all the screening and so forth. Screening for diabetes, high blood pressure, weight checks, massages, and food care. 1 to 3:30 p.m. You can call for more information at 442-0259. That again is tomorrow, 10th October at the Sutters Health Center. 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Call 442-0259. There will be dance exercise and more special presentation, live music and all that. So go see, you go get yourself checked tomorrow because the stitching time, as they say, save 9. Now let me say good morning to, a lot of people on the live this morning that says that I missed it. Maria Marcel, Pearl Charles, Cynthia Bartholomew, Anne Andrews, Claudette Sylvester, Bevis John, Baby Daddy. Good morning to you guys, and thank you for checking in on the live. And as we talked about the bus and so this morning, somebody says the bus drivers could pick up senior citizens and take them to church on Sundays. Yeah, we need to do a lot of things. We need to get the bus going because people are trying to get places and a lot of people do not go anywhere because they have no way of getting back home. I have a caller on the line. Caller, you have 2 minutes to make your point because we are coming down hot to 9 o'clock for the news. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Kenner. How are you?
Nowadays, everything okay for the time. Nowadays is me money, and I.
Okay.
I had a son and I don't want to die. I used to fret for him, but he used to tell me, Mommy, don't fret. Sometimes in the night at 10 or 11 o'clock, he lie down, my phone ring. When I pick up the phone, they want to speak to him. When he go, he say, I see put on light in Europe. I say, where you going? He say, Mommy, they me walkers from Davy, from South. They walk in different place, and I tell them already when they get a ride, anywhere they get a ride to it, don't afraid to call me. I give them your house number and I give them the cell number. Yeah, time I say, boy, don't go. Sometimes I have said something want to kill you. He say, Mommy, I going still. He don't have that love again. You as a driver or conductor, somebody could call you and you want to come and pick them up and you go in. No, you there by the road. The bus passing. They don't know if it's you or there, you know. Dress. According to one of the color, you come in all inside, you passing everybody watching all inside, you also you dress already. You don't love again.
No.
No, you don't
And the thing is,
you know, come from love.
Yes, and people need to go places. People need to get to the destination on time. But when they after 9 o'clock, as it said, they go so slow on the road, like we with Laquan and them because like you're going to funeral. And they just get a phone call and say, oh, this man is in front of you, behind you. And all hell break loose. Speed now. We doing speed.
No, they
to
can't
kill
carry
you.
speed with me because I don't, anywhere is a dropping out.
Well, yes, you have that right as it says.
Say no.
Oh, they
Don't
put,
play with me. I'm not in the air. I don't fly. Now they're on the ground. Put me down.
exactly. And even when you're flying and they're going with speed, when JetBlue take off with speed, you don't feel it because it's not moving on ground. You don't know what's going on.
It's only when you
No.
when you leave the ground, you feel a joke.
Yes, but other than that, no. So if we have to get our people moving, thanks, Kenu.
Yeah, all right.
If we have to get our people moving, we have to know how to organize the thing, have schedules for bus runs. And the people that are working at night, if you want bus drivers to come pick you up, say 11 at night, do not ask your friends to come pick you up because it is defeating the purpose. You cannot have a bus driver organized to come and get you at your hotel, work, or the hospital or so. And I'm not saying that your friend is not supposed to give you a ride, but don't make it a habit that they come in and pick you up and you're not there for when they come and pick you up. They have to buy gas, they have to do everything, and they come in to meet you. So make it work for them as they're making it work for you. Because you are the same set of people that complain and say, oh, we can't get bus to go home and we can't get a job in the city because we have nothing to go. But drivers are making the effort to come and get you. So make the effort to meet them halfway. Don't just jump in your friend's car and go about your business and then you know, nothing happening after that. No, it is 9 o'clock. It is news. Thank you to everyone that participated in the busting this morning. Let's hope that with the lady on the western side that called and talk about it, that she's going to continue to talk and see if she can get a bus to get people from work to the western side or from the western side to work. Make it a thing. And don't let us stand on the side of the road for half an hour before we can get a bus while you are chasing one another. It does not work. Thank you all and see you tomorrow for Mental Health Tuesday.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update as produced by the Northern News Network. We'll have the details when I return.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday.